Alright.
We are back with more Doctor Who.
Really? Okay, so last time, Destiny of the Daleks.
Yes.
We quite liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't place it among the better Dalek stories, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, and now this one is what this one is.
Okay.
And we're going to start it in 3, 2, 1.
City of Death. Ah, David Agnew. Okay. I think I've heard of this title.
You have.
It's the droid from Incredibles.
It does look a bit like that, yeah.
Another thing Doctor Who may have inspired. It's another one of those intros. What was that story?
Hand of Fear.
Huh?
Hand of Fear.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Boom!
My...
Nice, isn't it?
What a transition.
Absolutely.
It's marvellous.
Absolutely marvellous.
It's marvellous.
Well, I think it's marvellous.
So do I. That's not quite as you
Great
described
stuff.
Really? How did I describe it?
it. You said it was nice.
Vintage years, of course.
You see where we are?
What year is this?
Ah, well, it's
Do you recognise it?
1979, actually.
Just
It's
said
more of a
Paris.
table wine, shall we say. Ah,
First time Doctor's ever filmed abroad.
Lacks true discrimination.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Really?
Mhm.
They've never been away from the UK.
I've never been away from the UK.
Wow.
Let's not be ostentatious.
All right, let's fly then.
That would look silly.
They probably flew to get there. Wow, it's
There we go.
just
Are you talking philosophically or geographically?
wow, but actually like on location.
What?
What? I mean, obviously, Doctor Who's been set, in the real world many times, but not quite to the detail of using public transport. Yeah, it's music. Wow, this doesn't look like Doctor Who.
This feels so different, doesn't it?
He's sketching you.
Is he? What's he doing?
He's sketching you. I'd take you somewhere and show you some real paintings painted by real people.
What about the time slip?
Never mind about the time slip. We're on holiday.
Just decided we've had enough.
We're not going to solve the problem. We're going to go look at art.
Well, as soon as you're there, you may as well take that opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the last time we've seen such use of, like a city as sort of landscape.
Yeah. Don't think we've ever had it. London.
What about the Academia Stellaris and Sirius 5? Or the Solarium Panacta and Strikium?
Oh, no.
Or the Praxiotel collection?
No. That's one of the great treasures of the universe. And you say quite good.
World, Doctor, the world.
What are you talking about?
Not the universe in public, Doctor.
I don't care. It's one of the great treasures of the universe. Of God, let them gay. Well, I care.
Why hasn't she got any eyebrows?
What? Is that all you can say now, eyebrows? We're talking about the Mona Lisa. It's the Mona
Excuse me, Monsieur.
Yes.
Could you please move along? Other people wish to enjoy this picture. What did she say?
She said,
Oh, no.
Hammond. Yes.
Yes, Excellency.
Would you please prepare for the Professor half a dozen escargot au beurre, followed by an entrecôte bordelaise with haricot vert and pomme sautée, myself directly here to the laboratory?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and a bottle of Chambertin, my own.
Yes, sir.
Better make that half a bottle. Wouldn't want to interfere with the work, would we, Professor?
Count, I would really like to get some sleep.
Herman, cancel the wine, bring the vitamin pill.
Oh, that was good.
Mm.
Oh my god. We need to know who directed this. I love how they just back to good old chatting right after another time slip.
Yeah.
Another 2.
So this doctor, Tom Baker, in real life, not long after this, got married to her.
Right.
It's the only time that's ever happened where a doctor and a companion have married in real life.
Okay. I guess part of that came from them working on the show.
I think it all came from that.
Oh.
Didn't last long.
No.
Like, a few months.
Oh, really? I'm guessing this is... Oh, it may not be Dudley.
It is Dudley.
Okay. Is there anything he can't do?
I don't think so.
I bumped into was wearing.
No.
It's a microreasons.
Ah.
That's right. So we're using
Ah,
it to
I
get a
thought it
complete
was
report on all
the
the alarm
time
systems on the Mona Lisa.
Yes.
Romana,
Yes?
you know, I think something...
Oh, yeah, she's Romana.
Remember that man who was following us? Well, he's standing behind me, poking a gun in my back.
All right, you two. Into the cafe.
Patron, 3 glasses of water. Make them double. I don't know if you noticed, but he was pointing a gun at me. Anyone in my employer behaved like that, I'd sack him on the spot.
Except that I know you arranged for them to hold you up as a bluff. What's Scarleone's angle?
Scarleone's angle. Have you ever heard of Scarleone's angle?
No, I was never any good at geometry.
Who's Scarleone?
Scarleone. Everyone on earth's heard of Count Scarleone.
Ah, well, we've only just landed on Earth.
Right. That's it. I give up. You're crazy.
Crazy enough to want to steal a Mona Lisa?
What was the last one David Agnew wrote?
So,
He's not a real
one was
person, it's a
interested in
pseudonym.
you and
Oh!
and the other?
Yes. Okay.
Yes?
Who was in it?
I should like to
It
meet.
was Anthony Reid and Graham Williams in The Invasion of Time.
Oh.
You.
It is now Douglas Adams.
Oh! They really have just given the series to him, haven't they? I'm not complaining though. Ooh. Huh. Wow, that was a reveal.
What do you think?
That was certainly not what I expected at all.
No?
No, from the Paris setting to all that reveal,
Yeah.
he made a very good human. I mean, come on. Michael Hayes.
I think he did Armageddon Factor.
Right.
I don't know if he did one before that, possibly Androids of Tara as well. Ooh. I don't remember. So it's Douglas Adams who wrote, I think, almost all of it. The original story idea was by David Fisher,
Okay.
who did Androids of Tara and Stones of Blood. Yes. But it's heavily, heavily changed. It's not that at all. It's not that original story.
So
I think
it's Douglas
It's
Adams.
Douglas Adams. I think Graham Williams may have helped a little bit,
But it's mostly...
but I think it's 98% Douglas Adams again.
Okay.
What are you thinking so far?
I'm liking where it's headed.
Oh. I say, what a wonderful butler. He's so violent. I call the doctor. That's Romana. That's Duggan. You must be the Countess Scarleone. And this is clearly a delightful Louis XV's chair. May I sit here? I stay up very warm. Well, thank you, Herman. That'll be all. Yes, I can see that, but number 2 asked me to have it. Well, I will have it every time you come to mention it. You come in, everybody. Romana, sit down over there. Ah, well, that's my job. You see, I'm the thief. This is Romana. She's my accomplice. And this is Duggan. He's a detective.
I love how they're just going along with it.
His job. You see, our 2 lines of word dovetail. Beautiful.
Very interesting.
Well, you're a beautiful woman, probably. And Duggan must find some of the courage to ask you out to dinner, won't you, Duggan?
Who said you?
What
Who
is
said
this,
it?
man?
Doctor, the more you try to convince me that you're a fool, the more I'm likely to think otherwise, and it would only be the work of a moment to be able to open it, so put it down. Oh, look.
Yes.
My dear, I don't think he's as stupid as he seems.
My dear, nobody could be as stupid as he seems. This interview is admitted.
Good! Well, we'll be on the quick staying up the Champs-Elysees, perhaps a bite at Max's.
It's
What do
just
you think, Romana?
non-stop
I think a rather
whip.
better idea would be if Hammond was to lock you into the cellar. I should hate to lose contact with such fascinating people.
Duggan! What are you doing, for heaven's sake? That's Louis Cairns.
I'm not gonna
Just behave like a civilized guest. I do beg your pardon, Count. Let me escape.
Finally, you put that thing to use. I mean, I never really think of the sonic screwdriver often when discussing Doctor Who. No, it's not really
It's not working.
as much of a staple as I think.
Which came first? The chicken or the egg?
Who are you, please? Who are you? What are you doing? What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do? I just reversed the polarity. This is very expensive equipment. Very
Oh my
expensive.
gosh, we haven't heard that in a while.
Very generous.
Well,
I was thinking you might say it, but at the same time,
Fyodor Nikolai.
that's not chicken. It's not, is it?
He's fainted.
No, I get it. Now can we stop worrying about the chickens and get out of here, please?
That's
Why?
your philosophy, isn't it? If it moves, hit it.
A prismatic field now deflects the beams, and the picture is accessible.
What I don't understand is why a man who's got 6 Mona Lisas wants to go to all the trouble of stealing a 7th.
Come on, Doctor, I just told you there are 7 people who would buy the Mona Lisa in secret, but nobody's going to buy the Mona Lisa when it's hanging in the Louvre.
Of course. They'd each have to think they were buying the stolen one.
Right.
I wouldn't make a very good criminal, would I?
No, good criminals don't get caught.
Oh.
I see you found some of my pictures. But can you throw any light on that? No. I can.
Oh my goodness.
Duggan, your job is to stop his men from stealing the Mona Lisa.
The 7th one. It's gonna stop him from creating the Mona Lisa.
I think that is exactly the question I ought to be asking you, Doctor.
Okay. Julian Glover, has he been? I think he has. He was in The Crusade, I think. He's a very, very famous actor. He's been in Game of Thrones, I think. Loads and loads of things. Very, very famous. The name sounds familiar. When Doctor Who goes really just kind of, I don't know, when it just, I can't think of words. I can't think of words. I mean, one minute we're just touring around Paris, it's nice, we're on holiday, and now the Doctor's travelled back in time to see Da Vinci himself. Probably again. And now, and yeah, it just became, okay, because the first two parts are kind of like, I don't know, fairly grounded, but now with the time travel stuff, it's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. At least I
Doctor
hope.
Who doesn't
But
often.
it's Douglas Adams, so I think he'll continue the greatness.
We've not had many stories about time travel.
That's true. That's
think
true.
Day of the Daleks has been the only
Yeah.
one, really.
And Time Monster.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And it's funny, you know, for a show about someone who travels through time and space.
It's usually just
you go and so you end up in this place, and that's where the episode is.
Yeah.
City of Death, Part 3. Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, other than the fact that, and this is something I was thinking from the beginning, it should be called City of Time,
Oh, that would be a good name.
because it's got more time travel than most Doctor Who
It's
stories.
got more time than death.
Yeah, I mean, wait, has anyone died
A chicken,
in it? Oh.
and then it became
But-
an egg.
So,
But which came first?
is this the Isadora Table Part 2?
Alright. Part 3 in 3, 2, 1.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh,
Packer?
I stopped by to see Leonardo, actually. Is he about?
Nobody's allowed to see
Oh, that's who
Leonardo.
plays it.
Really?
He's a
How old are you anyway?
125.
What?
It's gone.
Oh, wait, you can get into that thing.
Oh, come on. Why?
We'll be back at the cab.
How do you suggest we get out?
The calf.
See that window?
He's not the brightest, is Duggan. But he's funny.
We tried to leave, but the ship disintegrated. I was fractured.
That's what we saw at the beginning.
Splinters of my being are scattered in time.
Okay.
All identical, none
I've forgotten about that.
Hold him here while I collect the instruments of torture. If he wags his tongue, confiscated. Haven't I told you to confiscate? You can write, can't you? Smile. You can do it there. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that's a new tactic. What? Charlie! Okay, we have temporarily lost our host. He will be back momentarily. Meanwhile, the Doctor is pointing out that multiple things are fakes.
Dealio. Just think of
Ah! Oh my! How long have you had that?
And you will work for my purpose, willingly or unwillingly.
Okay.
Okay then.
He really just does not care.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs.
You want an omelette, I'd expect to find a pile of broken crockery, a cooker in flames, and an unconscious chef.
Listen, you know what I don't understand?
I expect so.
There are 7 potential buyers and exactly 7 Mona Lisas.
Yes.
Yet 6 of them have been sitting bricked up for centuries.
What, buyers?
No, Mona Lisas. How do they can't know where they were? How do you know where to get them?
Excellency! The Mona Lisa is no longer in the Louvre. Excellent, Alan, excellent! The Mona...
Is it often like this?
Not painted out.
Wait. Yes.
He definitely isn't taking
I
notice.
know, leave us.
Coffee will get cold. Have some coffee.
I used to do divorce investigations. It's never like this.
There's only one flaw in that line of reasoning as far as I can see.
There is.
That equipment of Kerensky's wouldn't work effectively as a time machine.
It wouldn't.
You can have 2 adjacent time continuums running at different rates,
You can.
but without a field interval stabilizer, you can't cross from one to the other.
You can't.
Well, I'm just guessing. Come on, let's get back to the shutter, or at least you can help somebody.
I love that guy's performance.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
They can't have been mad enough to go back to the chateau. Thank you. Dear Doctor, gone back to the shop.
As soon as you will now see, my dear, how I deal with fools.
Oh no.
Not that switch.
What? What insane power he has created. My goodness.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You were
no.
laughing really hard. I've never seen you laugh.
This
so
might be
much.
the funniest one in a while. I can't remember last time a Doctor Who has been this funny.
You say that after Androids of Tara was not that long ago.
Well, I mean, that was...
It was a more subtly funny one.
Yeah, that one was more sort of, you know, had humorous elements
Yeah.
that were quite... They're more fun, but this is just straight up funny, you know? Like,
Should we
it
finish
shows
it
how
off?
silly it is, kind of.
Should we finish it off?
Count, you must have realised by now that I'm not from this planet. Why should it worry me? So nice.
What are you talking about?
Your warning, Helen Philip. Take arms against a sea of troubles. That's a mix. I told him that was a mixed metaphor, and he would insist.
Oh, how convenient.
Seems like only 474 years since we last met.
Indeed, yes. I so much prefer the weather in the early part of the 16th century. Don't you? Where's Duggan?
Doctor, get me out of
Ah,
here.
there you are, Duggan. You behaving yourself? Good. Now, Count, this is what I've come to say.
And I say my farewells to the Countess.
Are you a one-eyed green alien?
I am Scarab. Through me, my people will live again.
One last quick Paris sightseeing tour.
Is no one interested in history?
For me, one of the most curious things about this piece is its wonderful afunctionality.
Recognise him?
Yeah, that's...
John Cleese.
Yeah! Oh my gosh! Of all...
And since it has no call to be here, the art lies in the fact that it is.
Excellent. Absolutely exquisite.
Of all the cameo appearances, I never would have expected John Cleese, of all people. Wow. So that first bit in episode 1, that took place 400 million years past.
The idiots will try to take off our warp drive.
That's a spaceship. I come from that soup.
That's exactly.
I will change it.
Finally, his thumping had an actual, oh, what's the word?
Ancient history.
The ship is about to take off.
Most important punch in history. It all makes sense.
The one nearest the wall.
Was there only one that wasn't damaged in the fire? I suppose the best way to find out where you've come from is to find out where you're going and then work backwards.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Nor do I.
Go and get that drink now.
Bye-bye!
Duggan would make an amazing companion.
He's the best character. I think
Tom
that's
Chandler.
not an uncommon thing to point out, that people want Duggan as a companion,
Yeah.
particularly with Doctor and Ramona.
Mm,
It worked so well.
absolutely. This was quite something. Douglas Adams, thank you.
Thank you, Douglas Adams.
Yeah, Douglas Adams and Doctor Who is just perfect. I mean, you still have all the sort of sci-fi.
Next week,
But
a new
Oh.
Doctor Who adventure.
can I know? Douglas Adams and Doctor Who is a perfect fit because, like, you still have all the sort of, you know, sci-fi elements and all the time stuff and yeah, but like his writing is amazingly like funny and clever in a way that just outmatches a lot of, you know, even sometimes the best of Doctor Who, like Robert Holmes. Like Douglas Adams is just on that next level.
But equally, what about the other aspects of this? Yeah, it's pretty much perfectly written.
Yeah, but it's the fact that everything works so well for him. You know,
I was
like
going to say.
Tom Baker and who plays this Romana,
Yeah.
and Duggan. You know, like it's a perfect fit for everything. That's what I was trying to sort of say.
Not even like other things as well. Like, we're in Paris. It looks beautiful.
Oh yeah,
The music is Dudley Simpson's
that's
best.
to be expected. No, Dudley. I think I said it in this story. What couldn't he do? You know. Yeah, it was interesting that they actually, you know, went somewhere different for a change.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't in the UK or a set or a green screen.
What's your score out of 10?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean,
You're allowed to give it 11.
yeah, the bit where what are the names?
Scaroff, last of the
Scaroff.
Jaggeroff.
Yeah, where Scaroff's what? Yeah,
The Countess.
The Countess. Yeah, they were married, weren't they? Yeah. Like discovers that he was. I don't know. That kind of.
Yes!
Yeah, you know, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yes!
It's not even that big of a problem.
Okay, so, in case it wasn't obvious, this is my favourite Doctor Who story ever. That's where you've heard it before.
Right. Okay. I can certainly understand that. I mean, I'm guessing you've seen this multiple times.
Yeah, I pretty much know it off by heart.
Okay. And yet you were still laughing really.
Well, it's funny.
Like it was the first. I know, but, you know, sometimes when you see something many times.
It's the way it takes you off guard every time.
Mm.
It's
Sure.
the way it's delivered, because they're not taking like mocking it. They're taking it seriously,
Yeah.
which is what makes it funny.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
You know,
Actually.
Duggan's a serious character, which is what makes him hilarious.
Yeah, it's sort of, you know, having. Yeah, it's that sort of character who's just mixed up in all of this, and he's just seeing how he responds to it,
Mhm.
And there was the one scene in part 3, in the cafe, and I was just watching his facial expressions, like,
Yes.
that was brilliant.
Just even when he's in the background,
Yeah.
Duggan is the best. Okay, let's go through Wikipedia.
Why are there
Wikipedia section
Yeah,
segment.
But I want to say, is there anything to do with Duggan in like Big Finish?
No. Oh, in
Nothing.
Big Finish, I
Is there
don't
any
think
kind
so.
of-
Actually,
Is there any kind of material?
I don't
with
think
Duggan?
so.
Why not? If Jago and Lightfoot can get it, and I think Duggan deserves.
So this was actually broadcast during an ITV strike at a time when the only two channels were the BBC and ITV.
Right.
And because of that, the fourth episode of this was watched by over 16 million viewers,
Wow.
which is the highest UK television audience ever attained by an episode of Doctor Who. Most viewed episode of Doctor Who.
Oh,
Episode
maybe-
4, that one we just watched.
Maybe that's where I've heard it as well.
Possibly. Although in
Nice.
retrospect it has been regarded as one of the best serials from Doctor Who's classic run, the initial reception was not as positive, with criticism of the humorous tone.
You know what? I can kind of imagine that.
Yeah.
Because, Doctor Who especially then tends to be quite, I guess, serious and dramatic, so...
It certainly has been, at this point, it's very serious. Pyramids of Mars, which wasn't even that long before this, just 3 seasons. Pyramids of Mars, if you remember, is so serious. Not funny at all.
I mean,
it's good, but...
The Gunfighters was also poorly received.
Yes, it was.
So,
To an extent, that is still poorly received nowadays. It's very divisive, that one.
Well,
I love
that
it. But
turned it into something else. Like,
it really did.
even though this is more humorous than most Doctor Who's, and very good because of that, it still feels like Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But the Gunfighters was more like a sort of a special kind of...
Yeah, like the special Western episode.
A Western musical kind of
Yes.
thing. It was a...
Writer David Fisher, who had written The Stones of Blood and Androids of Tara, was asked by the producer Graham Williams for more ideas. He submitted 2 proposals. First of these became The Creature from the Pit, which is the one we're going to move on to. Spoilers, he's writing the next one.
It's actually David Fisher, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And the other one, The Gamble with Time, concerns a plot to rig casinos in Las Vegas to finance time travel experiments. Williams asked Fisher to rework The Gamble with Time as a spoof of Bulldog Drummond, a fictional adventure from the 1920s. Fisher's draft script centered around Scarleone, a member of the Sephiroth race, who had become fractured in a time accident. The script was mainly set in the year 1928, with the Doctor and Romana, aided by the Drummond-esque detective Pug, on the trail of the stolen Mona Lisa, pursuing Scarleone from Paris to Monte Carlo, where his partner, the Baroness Heidi, is using time travel technology to cheat at roulette at the casino to fund the time travel experiment. Other possible settings included Paris in 1979, Leonardo da Vinci Studio in the year 1508, and prehistoric Earth. At this time, the production unit manager, John Nathan Turner, whose name you're going to hear quite a lot coming up, had worked out that the production team could afford to film on location in Paris with a stripped-down crew. This necessitated a rewrite to Fisher's scripts. Are you okay? You bored?
No, my eyes are a bit.
So this necessitated a rewrite to Fisher's script to move all of the action to Paris, and for cost reasons to drop the 1920s setting. So David Fisher couldn't do it, so Douglas Adams rewrote the whole thing, put it in Paris. Obviously K9 had to be removed because it was too expensive to take him to Paris. So, according to Douglas Adams, Graham Williams took me back to his place, locked me in his study, hosed me down with whiskey and black coffee for a few days, and there was the script. So a few days, it only took him a few days to do it.
Well, if that's all he was doing.
Yeah. John Cleese
Yeah, what's
makes
the
an
deal with
appearance.
him? Did he
So
just-
Douglas Adams knew John Cleese and Eleanor Bron, who was the woman, through his connections with Monty Python and the Footlights at Cambridge. On learning that both
That was a very welcome surprise, though.
yeah.
I never would have expected it.
No, well you don't.
Yeah, so it finally overtook Web Planet Part 1.
It did,
Thank
yeah. Well, I
goodness.
think Destiny of the Daleks overtook it as well.
Ah, okay.
City of Death was voted 7th place in a 1998 poll of readers of Doctor Who magazine to find the best Doctor Who story. In 2014 it was voted 5th best. So it went up.
Yeah, more and more people
Daily Telegraph
remember it.
named it one of the best 10. We'll see you
Yes.
next time.
Yes, we
For
will.
Creature
For
from the
the Creature from the Pit.